see, I think, I wonder. So, in a moment, with your, do I have volunteers there? Someone want to volunteer? Inez? Okay, now think of number, even or odds? Even or odds? Alright, so, you guys are going to do it with your, right. You're going to be doing it with your face partners.
Oh yeah.
So, in a moment, I'm going to put up an image in your notebook. I want you guys to discuss with your face partners. I want you guys to talk to them. The first person, let's say, the person with the shortest hair goes first. The person with the shortest hair is going to go first in the group. Okay. So the first person, I want you to say something you see in the image. Your partner is then going to take what you see, what you point out in the image, and use the second sentence. I think blank because of and whatever your partner says. Does that make sense to you guys? Give me a thumbs up if you guys understand that. What are you guys gonna do? Alright, there's a couple in between, so I'm gonna put it on the board. So, first partner. I see something you see in the image. Second partner. I think something because of what the first partner says. That makes sense to you guys? After you guys have done each of those, together in your pair, you're going to work on that third sentence. I wonder, something you wonder about this image. And you need to write that last sentence frame, I wonder, whatever you and your partner come up with, in your notebook on the top of the page. Any questions? All right, you guys are gonna have 3 minutes to do this. Again, you're working with your face partner. And Denim, who's going first?
Oh wait, what do you mean?
Who's going first? Who's starting in the of your partner? Thank you. So person with short hair, you guys are the first one. You guys ready for your image? All right. Here's your image. You guys got 3 minutes.
How about person?
I see. Sacrifice.
Short hair.
It's him.
Okay, that's it. Some stuff you see in the image. Yes. No, right there. Yes, I got it. So the first person is I see. The second person is thinking I think this because of something the first person says. It's just
I've seen Emperor and oh my, I see
So if I know first, you gonna do a second.
I see it did for second.
Do it first then.
Wait, so don't you think because she
So you're going to do that. Something you think based on what Jenny saw. Oh, right? Yeah, and then you guys are writing the I wonder together.
Red.
So I'll write it. Yep, I wonder, and then you guys are coming up with I wonder on this image. You guys got about a minute and a half left. Remember, once you guys have talked together with your face partners, you guys together come up with that I wonder statement.
I think this was like they're trying to like
I wonder statement. Yeah. First thing I see in your page from this notebook.
Next question it says I wonder.
You guys got about a minute left.
Wait, we write that in our notebook?
Just the I wonder. When you and your partner come up with your I wonder statement.
I wonder.
I wonder why they sacrificed.
I got a question.
No, don't open that.
I already have it down.
That's what you do.
So you gotta make sure you got all the working face partners.
I wonder why it's blood in your. No, I wonder why they sacrificed 2 people.
I know.
So I wonder why it's. Was that I wonder why
Alex.
it's.
Alexander.
I even didn't see
Well, it's like.
No, I just put the same thing. Wait, we sure do you have part of the same thing as you?
You know?
Football, I wonder, yes.
Yes. Good. I wonder. People wonder. I wonder why they
Come on,
sacrificed.
I'm away from the watch. I was watching it.
Okay, start finishing up your statement if you have it. A couple of you are still writing, wrapping it up. Okay. So, before we get into the I wonder statements, anyone want to share what sticks out to them in this image? Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, I can say like what's that?
Yeah, what do you see? What stuck out to you?
The 2 people getting sacrificed.
So we know from what we've learned so far that they're being sacrificed. So people are being sacrificed.
Who write it down?
You guys don't need to write this. I'm just keeping track of what you guys come up with. Jermaine, what we got?
It's like soldiers or something right here.
Alright, so are they like soldiers or something on the side? Okay. Anything else stick out to you guys? Anyone else? Alright, so are you talking about Diego? What, the round thing or the
Yeah, that one.
that like circle? Oh. There. We know there's something in there. Alright, not too bad. Okay, so we got some things, and it naturally kind of leads us to the questions. With Diego and Jermaine, Ori kind of like, are they soldiers? There's something in the air. Ori kind of leads us to those natural questions, or those I wonder. And most of you guys think are right with Denim. You guys were able to understand that this is sacrifice. We talked about the Aztec. We've learned that, hey, they're going to be sacrificing some humans. So we have a depiction of this. Anyone want to share their I wonder? I'm going to call them. Go ahead, Nathan. What do you wonder?
I wonder why are they getting stabbed?
Alright, so why are they getting stabbed or why are they getting sacrificed? Legitimate? Why is this happening, Dan?
Why did they sacrifice 2 people?
Alright, so in the image we see 2 people. Why are 2 people being sacrificed? Jermaine, go ahead.
Why do they need that thing right there?
Give me more details.
No. Yeah, that. Why do they need the flag right here?
Alright, so what's this flag? What's the purpose of the flag?
It's like a chicken.
Maybe a chicken?
Why don't you see it, bro?
Yeah, some legitimate concerns. I guess since you already have the paper, can you read that source note right above the picture? Since you already have it. Where it says source.
Codex Mendoza, 1542. The Codex Mendoza was commissioned by the Spanish Viceroy of Mexico in 1541 to provide King Carlos V of Spain a clear idea about his new subjects. The illustrations in the codex were brought by Aztec artists. The text was written by Spanish priests.
Thank you, Ines. So, I know it was a little hard to hear, but anyone catch who made this image? Who drew this?
Diego.
Oh, that was yesterday's. Ines, who drew the image?
Diego Durant?
No.
Hold on.
That's Diego Durant yesterday.
Codex Mendoza.
So that's where this image is from. We're on the right track there, Jermaine. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds. I'm gonna pass out the source. Just quickly scan the source and see if you guys can catch where.
But what were we supposed to see in the first place?
Well, you're supposed to listen to Inez.
Oh. What about Aztec art?
So, quickly scan that source note real quick. You got about 30 seconds. We're looking who created this picture.
Mr.
Who created this image?
Aztec
Yeah,
artist.
Charles.
Aztec.
Right?
Mr. Did I actually say
This guy, I think it was
Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys.
we got 2 years old?
I think I picked King Charles.
Okay, who thinks they have found it? Jermaine.
Aztec artist.
Very good. So this was drawn by an Aztec artist. So if it's drawn by an Aztec person, would we consider this a primary source?
Yes,
Why, Ines?
because it was like made by someone who was in that time period.
Hey, Kaylee, you know why, Inessa? Alright, listen. Okay. One more time, Ines, for the class.
Because it was made by someone who was in that time period.
Thank you. So this is a primary source. This image is drawn by someone that's living during this time period, and more specifically, it's someone from this culture. It's an Aztec artist. Yeah. Now, you guys can see on the source, there is a text above the image. I'm gonna give you guys, 3 minutes to read through that. I want you guys to do the same exact thing we did with that image. Except instead of we're doing, I see something, note, what did you read? So instead of I see, I read this. So, you guys are doing the exact same thing we just did with that image, but instead of I see, I think, I wonder. I read, I think, I wonder. Okay? Does that make sense to you guys?
Oh yeah.
Show the thumbs up if you guys understand what you're going to be doing with the text. Alright. Denim, you were one of the ones that said yes. Can you explain to the class for us? What are we going to be doing next?
Reading the thing on top.
Yep. So we're reading that text right above the source. So switch the cameras. Mouse moves up. So you guys have this source. We just looked at this image down here. You guys are going to read this stuff that's in the box right here. I want you guys to do right underneath in your notebook that same steps we just did with the image. I see, I think, I wonder. But instead of I see, it's I read. So something that sticks out to you while you read, and then something you think. Instead of doing this with your face partner, though, you're doing it on your own. I want to see what you pick up on. Does that clarify for you guys? I'll give it to you right now. Here. In a moment. All right. Okay. 3 minutes to read that. Seem fair to you guys?
What are we right now? All right, what are we?
Yep. And you write down your I see, I think, I wonder. All right. I'm gonna give you guys 3 minutes to read through that box and do your I read, I think, I wonder. All right. You guys have 3 minutes. I'll be walking around if you need help. that sticks out to you about that text while you're reading it? Something you think about it based on what you read? Something you wonder. Just a box. You guys got about a minute left. You should be finishing up the reading, starting to write your notes. Again, something that stuck out to you while you guys read that. Something interesting. Yep, write in the notebook, right under where you put I wonder for the first part. Something that stuck out to you. Something that's interesting, or maybe something that's not completely answered by the text. Something that you know is solution. Something we think about the sacrifice. Or the details that is given. How many more? You guys need about like 30 more seconds to finish up your sentence, your statements. You got about 30 seconds. Okay, so we need you guys about 2 minutes with your shoulder partners. I want you to share your I wonder with your shoulder partners. This time, the person with the, say, longest hair will go first. So your shoulder partner, person with the longest hair goes first. You're sharing your I wonder with your shoulder partners. Alright? So something you wonder about that text in the box that you just read. Maybe there's an unanswered question or something that sticks out to you. Any questions? Alright, you guys got 2 minutes. I should hear you talking with your shoulder partners. Okay? Be ready to share your answers after those 2 minutes. Alright, guys. Their shoulder partner.
I wonder if they would kill the girls. Bro, because they were went to prison.
I didn't read it.
I'm sure.
Oh, I mean, I wonder why something. Well, that's just
Okay, everyone get a chance to share? Okay, well, let's see here. Kayleen, what's something you, either yours or what your partner wondered about this text that you guys read? Kaylee? So why are they being sacrificed? Doesn't really, the text doesn't tell us why they are. So that question still remains. The text doesn't clarify that for us. Okay, that's something Kayleen and her partner wonder. Let's see here. Aiden, what's something you and your partner wonder about the text?
Why are they using all this?
Alright, so you have this description about raising the heart to the sun. Well, pause right there. Diego, when we look at the images, you have this question. What do you think that image is, or part of the image is now? The heart. So the text that you guys just read, is the text that goes along with this image. Like Jermaine pointed out, this is called the Codex Mendoza. Was this book created by this Spanish priest? A friar is a clergyman. And he creates it basically because he's like, hey, I want to show the king these new subjects we conquered. This new area we conquered, I want to tell him all about these new subjects. So he writes his own details, and that box is a European perspective of the Aztecs. But he has native artists, these local Aztec artists, who draw the images to them. So what do you guys think? The reliability of this sources. On a scale of, let's do 1 to 5. 5 being very reliable, and 1 being not reliable at all. Give you guys about 15 seconds to think, and just hold up your hand. How reliable you guys think this source is about the Aztec? Everyone got their number? Alright, hold up your hands.
7.
5 being most reliable, 1 being not reliable at all. Let's see, a couple 5s. Come on, guys. Make your decisions. Some 4s. Alright, Martine, you have a 3. Why do you say 3? Not enough evidence about what?
They really did that?
Alright, so you're still having this question, at least based on this source. All we have is what? A picture and a small paragraph text. Alright, fair enough point. See here, I think I saw, Diego, you had a 4 or 5?
Kind of 4.
Why do you say 4?
Because it's showing us why they were sacrificing people and how they were sacrificing them.
Alright, so we're getting a lot of details about it. And it's almost a balanced perspective. If the Aztec didn't agree with this picture, or this picture was showing something pretty different, again, you guys have them both in front of you, we can see and match up that description to things happening in this picture. If these were completely different, probably would be an unreliable source. The European kind of description of it and the Aztec representation is different. But in this case, they kind of agree. We're able to figure out what this thing they were holding out in front of when we read them together. So I'd probably agree with Diego and a bunch of you guys that were holding a 4 or 5. It's probably a pretty reliable source. That make sense to you guys? Okay. Alright, so we have a little under 20 minutes left. So you guys have 4 questions. Oh, sorry guys. 4 questions to answer. 4 questions to answer about this source. I want you guys to use those details from the I wonder that we did at the top of your notebook page. to help you guys explain or analyze this source. So questions 1 and 2, they're on the screen, but they're also on the board on the right. They're kind of the standard ones. According to this passage from Friar Diego Duran, who are the people being sacrificed and how many are there? Kind of just picking out those details from the text and image. Same thing with question 2. Is there any evidence as to why the victims are being sacrificed? So, any questions or concerns about those first 2 questions? Just asking you guys to pull out details from the source. All right. Question 3 and 4. This is where you guys are going to use your analysis to help you guys answer some of these questions. So question 3 is telling you to examine the illustration and note above, which we just did as a class. We talked about who the author, so who wrote this book, who's the artist. So it's asking you, do you think the illustration provides an accurate picture of what really happened? So does this explain what really happened when the Aztec were sacrificing people? And explain your thinking. Any questions about the third question? There is a sentence frame on the far right board if you guys need help answering or being started. I think blank because of blank. Basically taking that I see, I think, I wonder frame that we used at the beginning of class to help you answer that question. And question 4 is the same question you guys have been getting at the end of all these documents. How might you use this document to argue the importance of human sacrifice in Aztec society? So yesterday we were looking at agriculture, today we're looking at human sacrifice. So how would you use this document to argue that, hey, this is an important part of Aztec society that we need to talk about? Okay? Any questions about those questions? Okay, you guys can answer those 4 questions in your notebook right underneath your I see, I think, I wonders. And I'll pass out the glue sticks and you guys can glue the source in after, so you're probably on the next page after you answer your questions, all right? Yes, Levi. Yeah, I'll be there in a moment. All right, guys, any other questions? All right, get started. I'll be walking around with the glue sticks, and to help you guys, got about a little under about 15 minutes to get those questions done. Yeah, you just do it on the. And most of your questions should take up that first page, so just glue the source onto the next page if you don't have to at a spot.
I wanted to double check. The third one is saying that picture it in your mind, picture like yeah, it's asking like if it's accurate and why it's accurate.
You guys got about 3 minutes, and I want to make sure you guys are on the right track. So make sure you have at least the first 2 questions done in about 3 minutes. First 2 questions.
Sure, because last time they weren't. Yeah, like a lot of
Alright, looks like most of you guys have at least the first 2 questions done, so I want you guys to pause real quick. Here we go. See, make sure you guys are on the right track with these questions. Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry about my source up. Okay. You have a volunteer that wants to try their luck at the first question. So according to the passage from Friar Diego Duran, who are the people being sacrificed and how many are there? Jermaine. So, what was that? So first off, let's start with the passage. So the passage by the priest, that's what's in the box. So we're talking about that. So Jermaine is saying,
Prisoners?
there you go, good save, thank Inez for you. So we have literally right there the first two words, the prisoners taken. So the prisoners are who are being sacrificed. Remember we looked at this when we looked at that first document? The Aztec had basically hold special wars to capture sacrifices. So these people being sacrificed are prisoners of one of these wars. And Jermaine, second part of the question, how many are there?
2.
According to the passage.
2,300.
There you go.
Thank you.
Inez, thanks for the help. So, in the passage, according to the European perspective, the Spanish friar, that these are prisoners of war being sacrificed, and there are 2,300 of them. So 2,300 people are being sacrificed in this event. Would you guys consider that a lot or a little?
A lot.
Probably a lot, especially when we compare it to the image where we only see 2 people being sacrificed. The text is saying, no, hey, there's 2,300 people they're killing. So the Aztec, to remember, keep this in mind, it's not a small scale like, oh, we're sacrificing a person once every week. It's massive sacrifices. Like, there's a lot of people being killed during these type of things. Good job, Ines and Jermaine. What about question 2? Is there evidence as to why the victims are being sacrificed? What do you guys come up with?
They were captured by
Hold your thought. Down. You guys have those answers? Denim, you have any answer for number 2?
Yes and no, because, well, it says that they were captured by, like, I'm not saying that, they were captured by, the people,
Alright.
and they were taken to, like, the prison.
Okay. So is there any evidence? Think back to what Diego thought about in the image. What is happening in that image? Diego, remind us, what happened, or what did you notice in that image?
And there was a heart inside.
The heart being held up to what?
The sun.
The sun. Guys, think back to that background essay we talked about with the Aztec. Who's the most important god for them?
Son, moon.
Yep.
Your son, God.
So why? Nathan. Why is the sun god the most important to the Aztec?
Me?
No, Nathan. Why is the sun god the most important to the Aztec? Okay, turn back to 2 pages to that background essay. And Denim?
Because you give them
Not. Nathan? Nathan.
2 pages.
Nathan. Okay, that's what Dad was about to say.
you give them light and warmth.
Okay, so the sun god's the most important. They give them life and energy. Protects the people. Nathan, so why is the sun god important?
Giving life and energy to protect the people.
Alright, and what does the sun god need for this? Or what did the Aztec believe they needed to do this? Sacrifices. He needed those human hearts and blood. So, going back to the question, is there any evidence as to why the victims are being sacrificed?
Yeah.
Yes, because why, Denim?
Because the sun God.
But what in the source shows this? What did Diego say? What did he
Oh,
notice?
it raised it up to the sky.
Yes, because we see a human heart being raised up to the sky. Okay. Those are the first 2 questions. So you guys have the 3rd and 4th questions to finish on your own if you did not. Just a quick side note, the Aztec got so good at this, you guys can imagine, they could sometimes, the sacrifice would be alive while his heart's being pulled out. So you would literally experience the last kind of thought or process in life is you seeing your own heart being pulled out.
No.
Interesting way to go. Alright, if you guys did finish all 4 questions and have them answered and complete, you guys can turn your notebooks in on the TV. If not, you guys got a little homework to work on tonight. Leave the glue sticks in the middle of the desk. My next class will use them.